Hello, good day to the person who are watching this video presentation. In this video clip, we'll be discussing the assigned activity given by our professor, namely Jomar Q. Apoyo, our course facilitator, and the subject, the child, the adolescent learner, and learning principles. I am Ramol Baclor Flores.
I am Faye Joy Banhao Irisillo.
I am Jason Paranso Paragyao.
I am Dexter Caballo.
I am Micah Sababalamayo.
And we will be the presenters of this video presentation. So sit back and relax, and hopefully you will finish watching our simple yet informative discussion. To start with, I will give you an idea to what we'll be discussing today. We are mainly focusing on ethical dilemmas. This is the situations in which a person faced with a difficult decision or choice between two or more morally conflicting options. These dilemmas often arise when there is a clash between personal values, societal norms, and ethical principles. In such situation, individuals may find themselves torn between what they believe is right and what they perceive as their obligation or responsibilities. Moreover, ethical dilemma can occur in various aspects of life, in personal relationships, professional settings, and societal issues. Some common examples of ethical dilemma include honesty versus loyalty. When a person is faced with decision to either be honest and potentially harm someone they care about, or remain loyal and withhold the truth. Lead us to create a title of our discussion, which is Balancing Morality, Navigating the Ethical Dilemma of Honesty versus Loyalty. The first question that we asked to our interviewee from first-year education student. In your own opinion, how should one prioritize morality when confronted with conflicting ethical principles? And this is her response to the question I asked. In my own perspective, when confronted with conflicting ethical principles, effective prioritization of morality demands a meticulous examination of potential consequences, a steadfast commitment to core values, and a nuanced consideration of specific context, fostering a thoughtful and well-informed decision-making process for us to have a better result with relation to one another, because every time when we are dealing something, we need to consider the fact that we have different set of point of view.
The question I've asked to my interviewee: how do you differentiate between ethical considerations and moral values when evaluating a dilemma? This is his response. In my own perspective, an ethical considerations often involve societal norms and professional codes, while moral values are personal beliefs. When evaluating a dilemma, ethical considerations may align with established standards, while moral values reflect individuals' convictions.
This is the questions I've asked to my interviewee. In your own opinion, what role does empathy play in resolving ethical dilemmas, especially when considering moral implications? And this is her response. In my own stand, empathy is crucial in resolving ethical dilemmas as it helps individuals understand and connect with the feelings and perspectives of others by considering the moral implications through an empathic lens. One can make more informed and compassionate decisions that take into the account the well-being of all involved parties.
The question I asked to my interviewee: have you ever had to make a difficult choice that challenged your personal morals, and how did you handle it? The response to my interviewee is: certainly, I encountered situations where difficult choices tested my personal morals, particularly when confronted by my boyfriend. for deception, I thinking the time that how I can possibly tell him that I would break up with or to ask him in a nice way. For me, to what happened or why did he do this to me? The challenge is intricately tied to upholding honesty and integrity within the dynamics of the relationship. In navigating this complex decision, I found that introspection played a crucial role, taking the time to reflect, considering potential consequences, and aligning decision with my distinctive set of morals and values have been pivotal steps. Each instant become a unique journey shaped by personal experiences and the principles that guide me. It's noteworthy that individuals often adopt diverse strategies in handling such dilemmas influenced by their unique principle and the specific circumstances surrounding each situation.
This is the question I'd ask. Do you believe there are universal moral principles that shape life decisions in ethical dilemmas? Or is morality subjective? Yes or no? Why or why not? Is or her response? Yes, I firmly believe in myself to have a set of universal principles that nurture through life and carries out our ancestors. The discourse surrounding universal moral principles versus subjective morality is intriguing, but proponents argue for the adoption of shared principles. Opponents underscore the complexity, uncertainty, and subjective nature of moral judgment shaped by cultural nuances, individual beliefs, and the intricacies of various contexts.
Above all, we have a lot of takeaways from this activity where it helped us to fill the gap in our minds about how we could balance morality when we are facing an ethical dilemma. That sometimes we need to choose between being truthful or to be faithful. It gave us the idea that balancing honesty and loyalty possess a complex ethical dilemma. While honesty promotes transparency and integrity, loyalty often involves protecting relationships. Striking a balance requires assessing the context and potential consequences. Open communication is the key to navigating these situations, fostering trust while respecting commitments. However, finding the right equilibrium may vary depending on individual values and cultural perspective. More than that, it's crucial to weigh the ethical principles involved and consider the long-term implication for personal and professional relationships. Lastly, we need to be perceptive to the things around us. And we need to think that everyone has a different cross above their shoulders. That's why we need to have humanity, possess honesty, and be faithful to what is good. Before the presentation ends, I would like to state this quote from John F. Kennedy: "A man does what he must, in spite of personal consequences, in spite of obstacles and dangers and pressures, and that is the basis of all human morality."